morning, students. Today we shall begin with the second part of the chapter Movements of Ocean Water. We had done waves and tides in our previous video. Today we shall do ocean currents. Now what are ocean currents? Ocean currents are like river flow in the ocean. It is just like flowing water in the ocean. They represent a regular volume of water in a definite path and direction. The water flows in a definite path and direction. It does not move here and there. Ocean currents, they are influenced by two types of forces. First is primary force. Primary force is responsible for initiating the movement of the water. And factors responsible for the primary forces are solar energy, wind, gravity, and Coriolis force. Now how they affect, we will discuss just now. Second is secondary forces that influence the currents to flow. Secondary force is responsible for the currents to flow. So how does solar energy affects the water? Due to heat, what happens? The water near the equator, it expands, it becomes light, and it is about 8 centimeter higher in level than in the middle latitudes. This causes a very slight gradient and water tends to flow down the slope. Now what happens? Wind blowing on the surface of the ocean, it pushes the water to move. Now friction between the wind and the water surface, it affects the movement of the water body in its course. तो देखो हीट से क्या होता है, वाटर एक्सपैंड्स, लाइट होता है और एक्सपैंड करता है. अब ऊपर विंड भी अपना एक्शन कर रही है, तो विंड के एक्शन से वो वाटर आगे मूव करता है. और क्योंकि एक स्लोप फॉर्म हो गया है, इक्वेटर के पास वाटर लाइट होने से एक्सपैंड हुआ है, और middle latitudes में there's a slight gradient is formed. So the water moves towards the middle latitude where the force of gravity, it tends to pull the water down the pile and create gradient variation. Now the Coriolis force, it intervenes. अब उसका काम आता है, it causes the water to move to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. Coriolis force is caused. What is responsible for this Coriolis force? Do you know? Rotation of the earth. Now because of this rotation, the winds are deflected towards right in the northern hemisphere and towards left in the southern hemisphere. So this again deflects the water also. Then what happens? These large accumulations of water and the flow around them are called gyres. अब जो water जो इतना accumulate हो गया है, these large accumulations of water and flow around them, they are called gyres. These produce large circular currents in all the ocean basins. So what is a gyre basically? It is a large system of rotating ocean currents. They are large systems of circular ocean currents formed by global wind patterns and forces created by the Earth's rotation. तो समझ में आया ना what are gyres? Now what are the characteristics of ocean currents? Currents are referred to by their drift. Usually the currents are strongest near the surface and may attain speeds over 5 knots. तो सरफेस पे जो करंट्स है उनका प्रेशर ज़्यादा होता है. जैसे जैसे डेप्थ में मूव होता है तो स्पीड कम हो जाती है. कभी कभी इनकी स्पीड 5 नॉट्स तक हो जाती है. 1 knot आई टोल्ड यू इट इज इक्वल टू 1 nautical mile. तो इतनी स्पीड बढ़ जाती है. एट डेप्थ्स दीज करंट्स आर जनरली स्लो विथ स्पीड लेस देन 0.5 knots. We refer to the speed of a current as its drift. Drift is measured in terms of knots. The strength of a current refers to the speed of the current. A fast current is considered strong A current is usually strongest at the surface and decreases in strength with depth. Most currents have speed less than or equal to 5 knots. Differences in water density affect the vertical mobility of ocean currents. Water with high salinity is denser than water with low salinity. And in the same way, cold water is denser than warm water. Denser water tends to sink, while relatively lighter water tends to rise. Cold water ocean currents occur when the cold water of the poles sink and slowly moves towards the equator. Warm water currents, they travel out from the equator along the surface, flowing towards the poles to replace the sinking cold water. तो समझ में आया कि how these currents are formed. क्या होता है, water density also plays an important role in the formation, in the movement of these ocean currents, mobility of ocean currents and the movement of ocean currents. Now water with high salinity, जब salt ज़्यादा होता है तो वो ज़्यादा dense होता है as compared to low salinity. In the same way, cold water is denser than warm water. तो क्योंकि वो dense है तो that water it tends to sink. और जब वो सिंक होगा तो जो लाइट वाटर है वो उसकी जगह लेने को भागेगा. तो इस तरह से इन करंट्स को मूवमेंट मिलता है एंड दे स्टार्ट मूविंग. द कोल्ड वाटर विल सिंक एंड इट विल मूव टुवर्ड्स द लैटिट्यूड्स, वेयरएज द वाटर इन द लैटिट्यूड्स इट इज लाइटर, it will rise, and then this will rush to take the place of the water in the cold middle latitudes, which is sinking. So in this way mobility is caused in the currents. Next is types of ocean currents. The ocean currents may be classified in two ways. One method is that we classify them on the basis of their depth as surface currents and deep water currents. Now, the surface currents, they constitute about 10% of all the water in the ocean, and these waters are the upper 400 meters of the ocean. तो surface currents जो है वो सिर्फ 10% water होता है oceans का, और ये जो ऊपर का 400 meters का जो area है that is surface current area. Next is deep water currents. They make up for the 90% of the oceanic water. These waters move around the ocean basins due to variation in the density and gravity. Deep waters sink into the deep ocean basins at high latitudes, whereas the temperatures are cold enough to cause the density to increase. Ocean currents can also be classified on the basis of temperature as cold currents and warm currents. Now, cold currents, they bring cold water into the warmer water areas. These currents are usually found on the west coast of the continents in the low and middle latitudes, true in both hemispheres, and on the east coast in the higher latitudes in the northern hemisphere. Now, warm currents, they bring warm water into the cold water areas and are usually observed on the east coast of the continents in the low and middle latitudes, true in both hemispheres. In the northern hemisphere, they are found on the west coasts of the continents in high latitudes. Major ocean currents. Major ocean currents are greatly influenced by the stresses exerted by the prevailing winds and the Coriolis force. So, they are influenced by prevailing winds and Coriolis force. The oceanic circulation pattern roughly corresponds to the Earth's atmospheric circulation pattern. The air circulation over the oceans in the middle latitudes is mainly anticyclonic, more pronounced in the southern hemisphere than in the northern hemisphere. The oceanic circulation pattern also corresponds with the same. तो समझ में आया ना, जो ओशनिक करंट्स हैं दे आर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द विंड्स एंड द कोरियोलिस फोर्स. जो एयर सर्कुलेशन ओशंस के ऊपर है वो हाईली इन्फ्लुएंस करता है कि ओशनिक सर्कुलेशन भी कैसा होगा. नाउ एट हायर लैटिट्यूड्स where the wind flow is mostly cyclonic, the oceanic circulation follows this pattern. In the regions of pronounced monsoonal flow, the monsoon winds influence the current movements. Due to the Coriolis force, the warm currents from low latitudes tend to move to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. The oceanic circulation transports heat from one latitude belt to another in a manner similar to the heat transported by the general circulation of the atmosphere. तो जो हीट भी है एक एरिया की वो दूसरे एरिया में ट्रांसफर होती है बाय द दीज ओशनिक सर्कुलेशंस. ओके, जैसे एटमॉस्फेयर में एयर सर्कुलेट होती है उसी तरह वाटर में भी हीट और कोल्ड ट्रांसफर होती रहती है. द कोल्ड वाटर्स ऑफ द आर्कटिक एंड एंटार्क्टिक सर्कल्स मूव टूवर्ड्स वार्मर वाटर्स इन द ट्रॉपिकल एंड इक्वेटोरियल रीजन्स, while the warm waters of the lower latitudes they move polwards. है ना, तो समझ में आया. जो वार्म वाटर है इक्वेटर का और लोअर लैटिट्यूड्स का वो तो पोल की तरफ मूव करता है और पोल का जो कोल्ड वाटर है वो इक्वेटर की तरफ मूव करता है. The major currents in the different oceans are shown in 14.3. So now we will discuss the different oceanic currents. Students, you can see this block. Here it is written, prepare a list of currents which are found in the Pacific, Atlantic and Indian Oceans. So this question particularly I will be dealing in detail in one of my worksheets. Okay, so and I'll explain it to you in detail in my online class. So you will be able to understand this. I'll explain through the map. Now the last paragraph of this chapter is effects of ocean currents. What are the effects of ocean currents? Ocean currents, they have a number of direct and indirect influences on human activities. West coasts of the continents in tropical and subtropical latitudes, except close to the equator, are bordered by cool waters. So western part of the continents, they are having cool waters. Their average temperatures are relatively low with a narrow diurnal and annual ranges. Diurnal is daily and annual ranges. Okay, the daily and annual ranges, there is not much difference in that. There is fog, but generally the areas are arid. They are foggy but dry. West coast of the continent in the middle and higher latitudes are bordered by warm waters which cause a distinct marine climate. They are characterized by cool summers and relatively mild winters, with a narrow annual range of temperature. Warm currents flow parallel to the east coasts of the continent in tropical and subtropical latitudes. This results in warm and rainy climates. So on the eastern side, the climate is warm and rainy, and on the western side it is comparatively cooler. These areas lie in the western margins of the subtropical anticyclones. The mixing of warm and cold currents help to replenish the oxygen and favor the growth of planktons, the primary food for fish population. The best fishing grounds of the world exist mainly in these mixing zones. So where cold and hot currents meet, there they favor the growth of planktons, which is a very important fish food, and the best fishing grounds are in these places. So this finishes our chapter. Thank you, children.